computer for a minute. He was playing with Power Ranger. And so they made it to the top 8 on the winner's side. It's fantastic for them, but they're not playing together here. And then on the other side, who was Rek playing with? We'll see who Rek was playing with. Rek was playing with Jesper then, and ended up kind of going down early in losers round 2. Didn't even make it to a top 8 qualifier match. So maybe that's why they're not playing together anymore. So we'll see what they have for us.
Yeah, we got a Taros and a Val, so this is kind of more meta pick, right? I mean, we've seen a good chunk of Val already today across the various regions here, and then Taros has just been a popular pick all weekend long, if not the most popular. Probably, I'm like, I can't think of a legend that was more popular than Taros. I mean, we got a decent amount of Bovar, we got a decent amount of Macho Man, but Taros has been the flavor of the weekend for sure.
He's definitely been a star this weekend, and I'm kind of bummed about that because that means I'm going to find more Taroses in my ranked games come Monday. So it's going to be tough to deal with. Neuz over on the left side gets hit with a weapon toss from Lopez. In comes Rek, though. That down air is going to send him higher. Sorry, legit, not Lopez. I still got my brain on last game.
I know. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes I find myself catching a blast from the past. But it looks like right here, we're pushing forward towards the future as Neuz tries to get that ground pound, gets hit by retaliatory down air from Legit. And Wesley gravity cancels side sigs, drops the chair on him from the left side. A nice save coming out there as well. Almost got D-like ground pounded, but that got stuffed by the partner. So this is kind of a scrappy game all around. But overall, Team Blue is destroying Team Red.
Oh, I can't believe that sword throw hit. I have to see the replay on that. I didn't see the sword get thrown. I just saw it fall, and it felt like it fell in slow motion. Just seeing it fall, go, oh no, as you know it's gonna hit.
Okay, Neuz is gone as well. Blue team is making quick work of them right now. I mean, Wesley with this Macho Man just getting hit after hit after hit. Legit is going crazy on the hammer as well, just throwing out these hitboxes, and they just all seem to be connecting. Even Wesley hitting some friendly fire with that recovery, almost KOing Legit. Doesn't really matter. You can see that they're playing so confidently that I feel like they're playing like there's not even a chance they can lose.
We just saw a really strong follow-up from them. It was a D-Light dare into Wesley's gravity cancel neutral. I don't think he was ready for like the optimal punish, which would have been a recovery. Probably would have KO'd off the top, but still, like he picked that up so quickly. Not afraid to burn his dodge there. So yeah, I think you're exactly right. Blue team is feeling very confident in this. Rek and Neuz are in the red now. Neuz is dead. We're likely going to see a combo coming out. Maybe it won't even be necessary here as they know how deeply damaged Rek is. Weapon toss going low. Weapon toss goes just above him. Recovery. Signs of life here in Rek. Neutralize going to send him far away. It's going to deny any possible weapon grabs from Rek as Wesley reverse nairs off the corner using all of the in-air movement you have. That in-air drift. Oh, GC side signature. Unfortunately, that was on Wesley and not Legit.
Oh, I don't know about that down sig, bro. But it doesn't really matter. Wesley and Legit get that D-Light recovery. I'd say that was a pretty convincing game one. Granted, toward the end there, we did see Rek actually have a pretty decent fight in the 2v1. But if we look at the damage from Neuz, 275, while everyone else was doing roughly 500 damage, shows kind of where that disparity lies, right? Neuz needs to be doing a lot more damage or finding, quicker gimps. Granted, 4 KOs in that last match were all from Neuz, so Neuz was able to find the KOing blows, which is kind of weird, right? You would think it would be the Taros that would be getting the landing blows off like stray Sayers and stomp Sayers like that, but no, we're actually getting okay, so we're getting the Volkov. We saw some Volkov actually from Phazon in North America, and Neuz swapped over to the Lucian, and that what I cannot comprehend. I'm curious to see how it works.
You're flabbergasted just like I am. Not many people you see switching onto a Qatar legend, and if you do, it's like a Ragnar, maybe even a Sentinel, but it's rarely a Lucian. You might see it in singles from a couple players, but not in twos. We'll see what Neuz has here. He is playing Big Hat Lucian, which if you don't know, that is the biggest hat in terms of surface area in the entire game. Yes, I have tested it. Yes, it is confirmed. The ground pound, that hat's not going to protect him from the ground pound. Weapon toss goes down. GCT sig. Wesley was a little bit close to the right side of the wall. Meanwhile, we're seeing the new skin. We're seeing E-Boy Volkov coming out. Side sig is gonna hit his teammate though.
I like that, E-Boy Volkov, but is that not facts though? Here we go. I mean, Neuz on the Lucian is actually doing pretty decently. And Wreck is going to end up losing that stock right there. But so far, it looks like the affordance that Lucian is able to offer here is that Lucian can just kind of throw out SIGs, right? You don't really lose anything throwing out a SIG on Lucian. Sure, they don't KO particularly early, but they have such low recovery on them that you can just say, hey, this person's in the dark red, I'm gonna throw out this end SIG or this side SIG, and it's just whatever. We see him throwing one out right there. And Neuz just looking for that final blow. This actually might be the strat.
Yeah, Neuz is just kind of running around. Neuz is very chaotic right now. He's just kind of running around, throwing out a lot of attacks, and he's not really getting punished for it. Like, he's getting closer to the red, but no major punishes like you would expect for the risks he's taking. I guess his chaotic movement, that high movement speed on Lucian, perfect spacing on that side of there to get away from the signature. The down air is going to KO him off the top, but we're basically even. Wesley has a little bit less damage on the second stock than Wreck does. Neutral Light comes out. The only punish there was a Neutral Light from Wesley, but that's going to lead to the KO. Nice follow-up from Wesley to get the side air. Are they able to turn this into a combo? They just barely had the timing for it as well. It seemed like Neuz was 1 or 2 frames away from getting knocked out of hit stun, but legit had the timing.
Yeah, thankfully too. Neuz, you know, rocking that Lucian, you got a decent amount of defense on you. If that was a different legend, Neuz wouldn't even be a factor in this game right now. That defense coming out once again, making the unarmed recovery not KO, and this is a 2v2 instead of a 1v1 because of it. And Wreck has just been throwing out Scythe side sig over and over. And granted, I understand why. For Volkov, it's easily one of his best sigs, if not the best sig, and that sig in general is just really strong. Oh, hold on, can we get a gimp here? Oh, Wesley interrupts. That gives legit the time to get. Oh no, I don't know about that. Oh, homie, you got what? 1 jump and a dodge? Yeah, you're gone.
Topsider from Legit is going to clean that one up, but the Volkov swap, man, he's an E-boy, might be focused on doing those TikToks, but he still did 661 damage. If only he could do 5 more, that would have been really, really cute, but still, fantastic work from him. Neuz still picking up 3 KOs, put out 350 damage, not bad. Also took 636, so he's taken 210 damage per stock. That's solid from him.
Yeah, definitely better than game 1 for sure. They almost had something going in that game. It looked like I think they ended up sticking with those legend picks. We're gonna verify once they load in here. No, they did not. It looks like we're actually gonna get the Bodvar and the Roman Reigns. So that means we actually have Taros is back in the picture. That's what that epic crossover skin is for. But now we do have the Bodvar on Wreck as well, and that means they're gonna have, I mean, this is very easy 2v2 combos right here. You know, you get a D-Light Dare with sword or something on Wreck, or you go for a D-Light Dare, you get a Stomp Stare for the pass back, and Bodvar has a very easy time converting into pretty much any of his Zigs. They're all great for team combos.
You will have to worry about if Wreck has a hammer and if Neuz has a hammer. Then there is the DI opportunity for the other team, but they might not even need that. Oh man, the clutch D-Sig from Wesley, followed up by the side air. That is going to be an official double KO. Wesley, really not even yellow yet. That stomp, he's still white at this point. He doesn't even have 50 damage on this stock, and he's still throwing it out. Neuz has already passed him on his second stock.
Okay, I was getting a little sweaty for a second because I was like, man, 2 stocks were taken on one team within the first 30 seconds of the match, but it looks like they're still fighting here. Wesley, though, looks like he's going to be alive for a while here. I'm thinking maybe you want to just collapse on Legit and try to force a 2v1. I know it's a little bit early to be calling to go for a 2v1 strat this early on, but oh my gosh, Wesley just goes for the double dunk and the low tier city cape taunt to boot. Neuz responds with the running man, but I don't think that's the answer you need here, man. You need a dub if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, that's Wesley and Legit flexing that low tier city cape taunt, man. Wesley's already picked up 4 KOs on this first stock. It said he was dominating, but he's even 1 KO beyond that. He's gonna get shut down there by Neuz's ground pound. Now that low tier city cape, man, this is giving me shades of low tier where Wesley and Legit came out on top. Didn't lose a set that whole game. Number 2 team was Fiend and Balthazar. They knocked them out twice.
Yeah, this This is all but over. There we go. The NSIG coming out from Legit. Wesley with the glow sticks saying, we'll be seeing ya. And that's going to be the end of Neuz in Rec in the losers bracket. I believe getting 5th place there, as that team, Wesley and Legit, is going to go ahead and secure themselves a spot in the losers semifinals.
Yeah, that was just kind of very quick
body bag
destruction that just happened. And it started off with that down signature from Wesley. He was still there to follow it up with the side air. And then again, you see it was like a teammate save from the nair that came out from Rec, but that hit Neuz into the ground pound, and they were still able to convert it into another kill. There's the side sig with the follow-up off of Legit. Fantastic work from Wesley and Legit. That's what I come to expect from them. Like, it seems like after they got 3-0'd by Lopez and Power Ranger, that was sort of the wake-up call, because they went down into the losers bracket and took it out clean sweep 3-0 on Neuz and Rec.
Yeah, and I expect them to make like a pretty deep run. Granted, you have a look at the